Hey, it's your boy DJ Wolf. Got a couple things on my mind. There was this one thing I gotta talk about. I was watching a YouTube program. I'm not gonna say who. I think if they read my comments, they know who I'm talking about. What I will say is this. The person was talking about black people being poor and said there was no such thing as black buying power. See, that's a misnomer. And I'm thinking, after all these years, I see black people go out and buying in the stores like Best Buy, especially out in the DMV, out in the area where I live, buying up TVs, going shopping out on the holidays, Christmas or whatever. I mean, going out buying big ticket items like television sets, cars, and of course, expensive, high-priced tennis shoes. And you're going to honestly say to me that there's no such thing as black buying power? Are you serious? Talking about we don't spend that kind of money? Yes, we do. You serious? I know people. I know of people who, of modest means or of little modest means. If they want something bad enough, they go get it. Trust me on that. And I had to go in on them about it because I'm like, you can't honestly sit there and say that black buying power is just a misnomer. One year, I was on a Metro bus. For those of you down here in DMV know about Metro. I was on the Metro bus, and I was coming up across this apartment, all right, complex on Pennsylvania Avenue. It just so happens that apartment complex, this was like maybe about 10 years ago, maybe longer than that, 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago. That apartment complex, damn near every apartment over there, they had the balconies, right? Damn near every apartment over there had, and I shit you not, had a satellite TV dish on their apartment. Damn near every one of them. All right. So that's a prime example of black buying power. We do spend money on consumer goods. She's telling me, oh, your black people don't have that kind of money. Bullshit. You got that money one way or the other. You either gonna get it through Social Security or welfare or child support or some other means. Don't sit there and tell me we don't have black buying power. I see blacks in the stores every weekend. A lot of times in the droves. Every weekend. One thing we do a lot is shop. So don't sit there and tell me, oh no, blacks ain't got no buying power. That's a bunch of bullshit. And for her to sit there and have the audacity to even say that, it just ticked me the fuck off. Because I knew it wasn't true. She literally said that. She said black people don't have buying power. How can you honestly tell that lie? Talking about we don't have black buying power in the trillions. Now, I don't know for certain about the trillions part, but she also did mention about that includes credit. I think she said they include credit, didn't include. Well, anyway, either way, credit or no credit. If you got credit, you got black buying power. How the fuck you think you get credit? You had to have some kind of black buying power or some kind of income in order to get the credit in the first place. Think about it. I mean, come on now. Don't sit there and tell me that bullshit because I'm not buying it. And I do mean that literally. You know, you on your channel talking that stupid smack, and I mean, now some things they talk about make sense. Other things they talk about don't make sense. That's one of the things to me really didn't make sense. How can you honestly sit there, go on your channel, and say that there's no such thing as black buying power? And if you got credit, apparently you got black buying power. You just gotta know how to use that credit, or where you using it in instead of just buying a bunch of junk. It lies the problem. Not being honest about what you're doing out here. You know, we tend to do that. You know, and I respect that person's YouTuber. I just don't respect that comment. That comment shows me you full of shit. How can you honestly sit there and say that black people don't have buying power? Yeah, collectively we have buying power. Individually might be another story. You might be right about that. But collectively you do. And you sit there and say that you don't have black buying power collectively is irresponsible and ignorant. I'm sorry, it is. Bunch of bullshit. I watched another YouTuber. They have a movie that they just put out where he had I don't know, she kind of person, some kind of financial consultant or something, where she said just the opposite of what the other person said, and this woman was totally right. You do have black buying power. You know people who got money that will allow you to be able to get the black buying power that you need. So don't sit there and say, oh no, we don't have black buying power in our community. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We just got to know how the fuck to use it. You know? And use it right. Don't use it, get yourself black buying power. Oh yeah, tax season. Okay? Where else are you going to get black buying power better than tax season? I know stories about Negroes getting out here getting $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 taxes back money. That's black buying, and then go out there and blow it in one night. Don't give me that bullshit about, we don't have no black buying power, no such thing. That's a goddamn lie. It is such thing as that. And then try to compare income with wealth. It's the same. They're not the same. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave it at that. Income is what you earn. Wealth is what you build. This is DJ Wolf. All right, guys. Questions or comments, of course. I can reach at fraud2here at gmail.com, which I don't actually use much more, but get at me on my Yahoo email, djwolfonline at yahoo.com. My Facebook page is DJ Wolf Live. My YouTube channel, of course, and my Twitter channel. My Twitter page is at fraud2here on Twitter, and YouTube fraud2here TV. All right, guys, this is DJ Wolf. Just wanted to get that off my chest, man, because when I heard that YouTuber say that, talking about there's no such thing as black buying power is a misnomer, I knew right up front they were full of shit. This is DJ Wolf. I got more stuff about this and other stuff on the back burner. I'll talk to you guys a little later.